Good night, Tosin Olu. How are you doing? Hi, guys. I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? How are you all doing? Uh, Today's topic is hey, somebody just sent me 31 roses on TikTok. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter if you're watching on TikTok. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's topic is MohBad, Mr. Ibu, and poverty mentality. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about how this mentality is affecting us, especially in areas where we are not even sure it is affecting us. I don't know if I'm connecting with you. I'm waiting to have a little bit more people in the house. Somebody, Chichi Obama says, I will never be poor. Chichi, that's not the poor, that's not the prayer. The prayer is, I will never have poverty mentality. It is better you are poor than you have poverty mentality. There's nothing wrong with poverty. There's everything wrong with poverty mentality. Even though it is hard to divorce one from the other, at the end of the day, what the real danger is not the poverty, but the mentality of poverty. I don't know if I'm connecting with you guys. Hello? Sama baby, I thought you were on somebody else's live. I was about to say me and you are not talking again. I want to get money like taste buds when I grow up. Amen. You see, one of the main signs of poverty mentality is what I like to call primal acquisition. Primal acquisition. Imagine people inside. Imagine people. Hey, Samaria, that's so nice. Imagine ancient people inside a jungle. They don't have the ability to eat or to process an elephant. They don't have the ability to process the meat of an elephant. But guess what? They will still buy a whole elephant just because of meat. I don't know if I'm connecting with you. They will buy a whole elephant. They not fit chop past one leg, but they will rather buy the whole mammoth or elephant. The elephant go waste. Now only one leg they fit chop inside before it spoil, but they go still buy them. It's a type of mentality that is in today's world will be referred to, make I defeat here on our well, will be referred to as poverty. Sorry, in today's world, it will be referred to as poverty mentality. Here is, from my own angle, viewing this MohBad case. MohBad's family, his dad and his mom, I pray that none of us watching this live today go through the experience of what MohBad went through. But I must tell you, in Papao, in Mamao, Okudiekato, it remains small. Make we feel mark them, say they try. The hand of poverty is everywhere. One of the reasons, do you know, between me and you, that MohBad case, nobody they talk about them again. Nobody talk about. Where you see? Normal now, they talk about MohBad before. I will get 4,000 people, they watch me. Now I'm talking about MohBad and Ibu combined. We have 300 people. It will rise to about 500, 600 eventually. Family use their own hand scatter case where public they fight for. In as much as a lot of you don't like Wumi, and a lot of you blame Wumi, of course Wumi is not innocent. She has her own blame. Say Wumi never talk, she still try past their family. Say she keep quiet, she never talk. And in my humble opinion, I may be wrong, but it seems that her silence is bringing her some form of justice. Because if to say she come, talk, say the papa dey like this, or the mama dey like this, everybody go bash am. But by our own eye and our own ear, we dey see how the papa dey behave. I was watching the other day say so that MohBad, so that the son will be able to live. He needs DNA. Let me tell you, the only reason why they need DNA is so that people can be quiet. As far as I'm concerned, they don't need DNA for anything. If police thought investigating will require DNA, they will have asked for DNA. The only reason why I want Wumi to do DNA, me personally, so that you people can keep quiet. That's the only reason, in my very, very humble opinion, and it may seem annoying. The only reason is not for anything, but so that world people go fit keep quiet. Oh, they are making it look like it is important. Let the people know what's going on. And you see, Nigerians don't go to school. Nigerians don't read. Nigerians are not very good with history. That is why they use all these things. Anywhere there is sentiment, they go cheat on. Anywhere in this world where there is sentiment, there's somebody say Wumi they fear DNA. To be very honest, I don't think Wumi is afraid of DNA. She's probably afraid of manipulating DNA. You get hospital where they will carry that DNA go. If it's not a verifiable DNA center, they should not go. If it is not a verifiable DNA center, they go use that DNA, bring another dimension to this matter. My humble opinion. She should do the DNA both home and abroad. Wumi, if you are going to sell your car to do this DNA, have it done properly. Don't say you don't have money, let them go and do it for you. Mama Bailoro Jenny, they will spoil your name. Tero Boy says your opinion is crap. You see, there's nothing wrong with people disagreeing with me or being of a contrary opinion, but to come to my page to tell me that my opinion is crap, I will tell you, Igbeni Babae, Igbelon yàtọ̀ fi mold Babae, olórí burúkú, kọ́pọ̀lẹ̀ tó dúdú bí òróǹro adìẹ, òṣòrí pẹlẹbẹ bí ṣíbí ẹlẹ́wọ̀n. You come to my page and dare talk like, rapture, down. Rapture will. Rapture. permanent rapture. Ọmọ tí ò níran. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. Can I please continue? Somebody say Wumi is aware of what happened to Mohbad. No problem. Anyhow, now one judge him. And you are entitled to your opinion, just like I am entitled to my own. But I will tell you for free, free of charge. Free of charge. Very, very free of charge. The only problem is, if I talk, they know they like listen. And that's why sometimes I don't share my opinion. That's why I know they share my opinion sometimes. It could just be like, say, are they wicked? I could just keep quiet, look forward. But I am ready today to share my opinion. Make una please allow me share them. Thank you very much. So Wumi, you must do the DNA test, because, well, people not going to let you rest. My advice, you don't need to take it. Like somebody who just collected rapture said, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. DNA is not cheap. It's not free of charge. We don't know her financial state now. A lot of people are saying they don't trust Mohbad's dad. I don't have a problem with Mohbad's dad. He's not a bad person. I don't have a problem. Sorry, my door swung open. I don't have a problem with Mohbad's dad. I have a problem with his mentality. I'm not saying he's a bad person. No. Mohbad's dad was there for Mohbad more than his mother was. You see, the problem is that Free is a double-edged sword. Sorry, the truth does not favor one person all the time. It will favor this person here, favor that person there, favor that person there. He might have his flaws, but Mohbad's dad was closer to Mohbad than his mother, and more in Mohbad's life than his mother. I don't have a problem with Mohbad's father. I have a problem with Mohbad's father's mentality, because people in my family have that mentality. Everything is property. They are more worried about it. Doesn't make them bad people. It just means that Oman Bankoje. Somebody said he's greedy. He's not greedy. It's not greed. It's poverty mentality. Let's not call him a bad name. He's not greedy. It's poverty mentality. That's how they think. People from my papa family, now so that they think too. I don't want to talk too much, because I know how. Let me tell you something. One of my cousins said this about their father. Her brother just bought a house. The sister, who is a lawyer, called him up and called his wife and said, do you have a will? This guy is younger than I am now, like 40 something. Say, will, okay, waiting, why use will do? The sister said, make sure you get a will. I don't want to deal with Popsy's trouble if anything happens to you. This thing where the talk happened for my family. They think in property. Everything for them now property. Jolomi White says, this is why I said you are biased about this case from the beginning. Has the man sinned for being poor? This is a man who did not have the same opportunities you had in life to be educated. Poverty mentality does not come with education. It's not education, it's exposure. Let me read to you a letter from an uneducated man. I will read the letter to you today. This letter was sent to me, and I will read it to you. At least I'll read the beginning part of it to you. And then maybe then you will be able to understand what poverty mentality is and how you can differentiate it from poverty itself. Hold on, guys. I'm going to read this letter to you, and by the time I'm done, maybe you guys would share my perspective, or maybe you guys will continue thinking that I don't know what I am doing. Do you guys remember Oromoni? Oh wow, this is okay. It's on my other phone, not this phone. That's why I've been looking for it. I believe it's on the phone I'm using for YouTube now. The little boy went by for that school, Doen College. 2 years later, the father is still seeking justice. The papa no go school. The father is uneducated. So those of you saying education, education is different from exposure. Poverty mentality, Sylvester, that's his name. Poverty mentality is when you are looking at everything to grab and then you are spoiling the big picture by being lost in the now. Poverty mentality puts material things over human life. They don't learn it in school. Poverty mentality, little things that don't matter so much. You can see that same problem in the Ibu family. Ibu dey hospital that they fight on top of money. This is not even in property. This is money where people donate. Make Ibu fit get treatment. Make Ibu fit get healing. That is poverty mentality. The whole world is fighting about waiting by MohBad. You want to hold on to property. To the point where it is now looking like you are dragging the property with your grandson. You cannot run. I'm not biased. You cannot run away from this. The same way class is different from having money, the same way poverty mentality is different from being educated or being poor. It is different from the act of being poor. It is poverty mentality. And I see a bit or a lot of it in both cases, as the case may be. Forgive me, I may be wrong, but I'm seeing it clearly. And there is no way you can deny it. The world is tired of this Mohbad's case because of the way Mohbad's family is handling it. I say that again. The world is tired of Mohbad's case because of the way Mohbad's family is handling their own Pikin case. Èèyàn ò lè gbẹ́rù ẹlẹ́rù dání. Èèyàn ò lè gbẹ́rù ẹlẹ́rù sórí kó fa tiẹ̀ dání. You cannot carry another man's load on your head, make you come dey drag your own for floor. The reason why this Mohbad matter is not gaining the momentum it was gaining 2-3 weeks ago. Oh yes, people are tired. Oh yes, people are moving on. Is when they look at the way the family is handling it. Nobody is fighting for a land in Ikorodu. Nobody online is going to join anybody to fight for a plot of land in Ikorodu. If that land were in Banana Island, where land they get value, nobody will still fight you. That's your personal problem. What everybody is rising up for is the demise of a young man in the prime of his potential. In sun, just begin the hot. In light, just begin the bright. This boy, why? Now waiting they pain people. Nothing concern anybody with land for Ikorodu. This so-called land in Ikorodu, some people watch cost past them. Some people car cost past them by far. And nobody is going to leave his comfort zone to go and be fighting over a land that is less valuable than his wristwatch. But you see, the only one thing that people who have real money value is life, because you can't buy it. Once life don't come out, pastor no even feel raise am. That land where they Ikorodu, you get pastor with you dash in congregation member. Pastors, they dash congregation members, or even sometimes their girlfriends. Lands for Lekki, houses for Lekki. But nobody can put that life back inside that boy. And what everybody who has sense is fighting for is that life. But the moment it now looks like the people will get the life, not get the value for the life, it don't come turn to property matter. It don't turn petty. Papa and daughter-in-law, they drag themselves online. Everybody moves on. And then the very Mohbad that you love so much, the very Mohbad that both his father and his wife loved, the very Mohbad that you love will not get justice because they don't muddy the waters. Look at somebody beside you and say, muddy the waters. They have muddied the waters. And once the waters are muddied, you cannot see what you're looking for inside it. There were so many agendas that were agending. At a point, everybody was blaming Naira Marley. Oh, Naira Marley needs to answer a lot of questions regarding bullying Mohbad. Same thing with Sam Larry. But this spy, sure you don't notice, say Sam Larry and Naira Marley, their name not really come up again inside the story. Because we can now see that the last 2 days, 3 days, now between wife, prime boy, and MohBad himself. My mother-in-law lost her daughter at the prime of her career. The money her daughter left behind was what my mother-in-law used to build a house for her granddaughter. Right now, the family is in the process of handing over the house to the daughter. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. So you can see how poverty mentality, how powerful it is, and how it affects a case to the point where the case no can look like say they make sense again. If you are watching on Instagram, go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Scroll to today's topic, bottom left hand corner, you see how to buy my stars. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, follow my number one gifter. Let me give a big shout out to my number one gifter, Pastor Michael. Wow, Pastor Naimi, my number one gifter for TikTok. Make una follow Pastor Michael. Make I even see whether I fit pin him. Is there a way I can pin him? Follow Pastor Michael. He's my number one gifter. That's the kind of love I like. We might not agree on doctrine, but we're not enemies. Let us talk about the Ibu family. I think the Ibu family drama is even worse than the MohBad. At least MohBad don't buy. So we understand, say that they divide in garment after I don't buy. Mr. Ibu, now they worry me. Mr. Ibu never buy. They don't they share in property. If una think say MohBad case bad, I must tell you Mr. Ibu's case is 10 times worse. In fact, 50 times worse. Mr. Ibu's case is 50 times worse. You know why? The land where they fight for MohBad life, at least na MohBad land. In sing song, in perform, take gather money, buy the land. Mr. Ibu property where they fight, no be even Mr. Ibu get them. Na property where people dash Mr. Ibu so that they go fit take care of the man. Now in the family they drag. Sorry, forgive me. It's my opinion and I believe I'm entitled to it. It's very low. That is what you call a low blow. Look at somebody beside you and say low blow. You look at all of them and you find it. Ibis Love Haven, been a while. How you doing, my sister? I never speak to you in like 5 months. A low blow. Weak. Very weak. We're talking about the other day. We're talking about Mr. Ibu's wife saying she had to sell 6 cars, according to the reports we're hearing. We're waiting for the police. We're hearing that she had to sell 6 cars to send children to school. That each of the children's school fees is 700,000 naira. Forget about whether you love your husband or not. Marriage don't fit get K leg. How do you expect to fund 700,000 naira school fees for one child when you have no income and your husband that used to have income does not have income anymore? That is poverty mentality. My ex fought me when we first separated. She spoiled my name everywhere, everywhere. Nobody was ready to give me work again. Me too. I can't go enter a free nation. But you see, my ex left in 2014. I did not start Free Nation. I did not even start my activism till 2016. And those 2 years were bad. 2014 to 2016, they were bad years for me. Why? Because the narrative was, say, I did physically, they brush him. And she made sure she circulated that gist to the point where I was getting calls from clients like, is this true? At a point, she wanted to arrest me. Luckily for me, I don't know, say she don't plan am with one of my former neighbors. She was doing things. Oh man, once woman don't talk, say once you say marriage no good again, read the room, run for your life. I wish I'd run. But you see, if I had run too, I would have looked like the bad one. Nobody will have ever understood. I'll give you a story. We're inside my house. It was about 12 midnight. First of all, she started coming home. Everything where you feel do, where man go feel vex. She dey do maybe so that I go physically get to the point where we'll get into a physical altercation. My ex know they come home from work till 11:30 p.m. I have this on record. I reported to her family. I reported to my family. It wasn't a one-off. It was steady, steady, steady. Then it got to a position where one night she came home about 11 o'clock and we got into a huge argument. Where are you coming from? What is your business where I'm coming from? A sharp-tone argument. The next day, she did on top her phone. You know, when once it's like 11, 12, everywhere go down the quiet. You don't need to put phone for speaker. You go down the hear within the other person. Now, man, and they were gisting. And I'm like, it's 11 o'clock. We now start getting into an argument. The next I said, give me that phone. She was a banker. No, she was not a banker. She worked in an oil servicing company and they used to close by 6 o'clock. And her office to my house was walking distance. There were times when Victoria Island traffic was very bad. She used to use her leg to walk home, park her car in the office and walk home with her leg. Just to show you the proximity. There is no way you will close at 6 and you will not be in the house by 11 because all her offices and her house were all on the island. And it was not Lekki to VI, it was Ikoyi to VI, the last stage, and VI to VI, all the other stages. So there's no excuse. So this particular day, she was talking to a guy, and we got into an argument. I tried to collect the phone. And then she just started shouting, neighbors, neighbors, help, help. He has a knife. He wants to buy me. I look my hand, whether I mean they mad. I look my hand like this. My hand they empty. I did like this. She looked at me like this. Neighbors, neighbors, he wants to buy me. So be like say that neighbor which she and am don't arrange. Don't tell am say they go call police. I don't know what thing that happened that night. They no call that police. The next day, we got into a crazy argument. I used to use that my virtual phone then. I was holding the phone like this. She jumped on me and locked my shirt. Now, as she jumped on me, locked my shirt, she now slipped and I fell on top of her. Do you know, I was holding that virtual like this in my hand. As I was falling on top of her like this, that's why I raised my hand. Say, make children say, I not touch their mama. See, I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her. I fall on top of her with my hands up like this. This time, the neighbor actually called the police. Luckily for me, when the fight started, I called my father. I said, Daddy, this was going on, blah, 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 blah. My father now called her uncle. I'm trying to explain something to you. My father now called her uncle. Her uncle now came to our house. So as her uncle was sitting down, I was telling her uncle that, please, sir, I'm not marrying this girl again. Let her leave my house. This girl will destroy my life. Now, the conversation with me and the uncle, they get me that. The uncle, they beg me. Say, no, 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 no. Say he witnessed this. Police come. Say they want to arrest me. Say, are they flog my ex? Say neighbors call. Waiting save me that day. Now say the uncle they there. What was all this about? To create a public impression. Say they arrest Daddy Freeze. Say he dey popo in wife for house. God. Osai man say Daddy Freeze to the lie. First of all, you call yourself Osai man, you look like woman, and your brain be like fish own. Rapture. Real Lancy. Like say your own head self, no one correct today. I don't know what thing they do. Say how they flog am with waiting. How? Please leave nonsense matter where they talk. So I know what it was like to when my name spoiled. Even as I no reach police. Luckily for me, I no reach police station. My ex-pals are here using fake account. I go rapture all of them now. Now, no be my work. I know how they spoiled my name. So I could not make money. And my kids were in very expensive schools. In fact, one of the most expensive schools on the island. Baba. I no pay you. Because I no get money. And my idea was downgrade the schools. It's as simple as that. Downgrade the schools. If you no longer have the financial power that you used to have, one of the first things you do is downgrade the schools. Up till now, baby freeze no dey go the kind school where my ex-kids attended. They attended schools that people could not believe as a broadcaster I was sending my kids. And my ex never used to bring 30 kobo inside the school fees. Now me they pay all until she carried the children and run and refused to give me access to them. That time me I can't come out my hand because I know could get money before. Maybe if now when small change day I for drag, I've never have dragged children. I don't drag children with a woman. But at least I for not pay the whole school fees, but I for contribute something. I for not pay the whole school fees. And they always tell men this thing. Stop this mentality of you are the man, now you're supposed to pay school fees. Make sure your wife pays something inside that school fees, unless she's not working. Make sure your wife, if the school fees now 1 million, if now 200,000 your wife get inside the 1 million, make she bring. Share am, e get why. Because the judge in a divorce case will want to maintain that status quo and they will make you pay that school fees whether you can afford it or not. No matter what you do in a relationship, she must contribute and you must make it legal. Let there be documents. Honey, this is my contribution towards the school fees. Even if now 100,000 she gets, so that any day they want share that school fees. Because let me tell you what women do. You and man go get problem. Hey, easy Andy, just they buy my money gun. Thank you so much. You don't send 3 money gun and 1 gem gun. Follow my #1 gifter on TikTok. Pop my money guns. You see, you need to understand that they will make you do whatever it is that the children were going through till the day of the divorce. They will make you do it. That's why you've got to be careful who you get married to. And all this idea of let me put my children in the best school, sometimes the best school is not the most expensive school. And in this generation, this world that we are entering, a good school where they learn the basics is what your children need. Not all these fancy rich people school where they are going to go and come out with emotional damage. Because many of you sacrifice too much to keep your children in schools you cannot afford. And the people who send their children there genuinely can take their children to go and watch Formula One for a weekend. You cannot afford it. You know, even if you carry your children go ordinary holiday. There are people as iPhone go all these schools, these expensive schools on the island. You will see small children of 12 with iPhone 15 Pro Max. Their parents buy and give them. So you will not fit do all those things. Nothing say you want to help your children. You go just give your children complex unnecessarily. There are some schools you cannot afford. Then also, can you afford the mentality? If the children go to those schools and like to hang out in each other's houses, you must be ready for it. Unless your pikin go get emotional, waiting they call am. Because if your house no fine, the friends no go come their house. Then everybody go. And you see, normal schools have normal issues. Ajebo high-level schools have high-level issues. So you've got to be careful. Hello? The pikin go get inferiority complex. Standard. Put your children in schools you can afford. In those butter schools, I don't want to start mentioning their names. All those schools that are more than 1 million naira a term. And let me tell you something. You get some children for those schools where the teacher not fit do them anything because now their papa build auditorium. Their father has sent 20 children through that school. Their papa now they bring the most money for PTA. So nothing where they do your picking, if they took your picking needle, they not go do them anything because their papa follow get school. I saw this happen. I heard the story of somebody dangling a teacher's baby from a balcony, and they not do the boy anything. They not do him anything. You way now from house you get. Measure your coat according to your material. Don't send your children. Your cars have to be expensive too. You get the kind of motor where you go carry go their school. Shame go catch you. Shame go catch your pikin. Till you get children for that school, you know if you get like at least nice Benz or nice BM. Shame go catch you, and shame go catch your pikin. So if you are saying that you sold 6 cars to send children to a 700,000 naira school a term, it makes absolutely no sense to me. Because okay, so if you sell the cars, what are you going to sell next? I remember when a friend of mine whose kids were all going to Butter schools had a divorce problem. First thing inside divorce, just know normal man behavior. Man no go bring 1 naira. Normal man behavior, even me self do am. It's just that my own came from a point of I not get money. But trust me, even till today, if to say my ex nine divorced me today, and I go dey pay my children school fees, 1 naira no go give am for their food. As long as they are with you, feed them. Any day they come my house, food wey dey my house they go chop, but I no go pay your rent and I no go feed children when they dey your house. Nothing for this world go make me do am, unless you show me that you are a very reasonable somebody. Then I can now say okay. But say you want to drag with me, I will pay my children's school fees if I can afford it. But as I don't pay school fees, what are you doing in their lives? Women like to hand over everything to men, even when the women are working. And I learned it the hard way from my ex. My ex was literally doing nothing in the house. Let me explain to you. 100% of school fees, now me they pay them. I get all the receipts. We're living inside Cool FM house. Now me they work for Cool FM now, no be me. So how are you the one that is bringing towards the rent? So the 2 major bills, rent and school fees, have been taken care of. And I used to give her feeding money. So what was her contribution? Okay, maybe she used to buy uniform. How much is uniform compared to school fees? And I hung out with people who had the mentality that you must take care of your wife. You must take care of your wife. Oh, I take care of taste buds. I still do all the school fees 100%. I don't need to pay rent. Let me get a house. I pay all the bills around the house. But taste buds also takes care of food. The only food where they buy now my own food. For instance, I wake up one day, I say I want chop crab. They go give me the bill, say this is how much crab is. I wake up another day, they say they want, but I want chop grilled fish. And grilled fish no dey menu. If the grilled fish dey menu, I go. But say they want go buy grilled fish for me, especially, they go bill me for them. But down to baby freeze, snacks, his meals, I don't give 1 naira. 0 naira towards food. Taste buds handles everything. Their uniforms. The kids in uni, I pay fees. Taste buds handles 1, pocket money and that. I handle 2. That's who we share them. Me, I take care of two who are in the uni. She takes care of one in uni out of three children. So there is a level of contribution that a woman brings to the table. And I will never deprive her of it. It is actually very important. Of course, when you make me happy, I will burn my money on you. I like burning my money on a woman that makes me happy. I like it. I will buy you bag, I will buy you shoe, I will buy you watch, I will take care of you, you'll be happy. But you see, shoe, bag, and watch, if we had a downturn in our finances, those things will be eliminated first. Nobody's going to buy luxuries when you're not taking care of the basics. But you see, those basics, even when I wasn't making much money, we shared everything. Is there anything like I don't give taste buds any form of allowance monthly, not even 5K, not even 1K self. And she doesn't ask. There's no monthly allowance in my house. No feeding allowance, nothing. I know what I'm supposed to do. The only thing I do monthly is I pay service charge for my estate. I pay my light bills. I pay Netflix. I pay all those things. Finish. I don't give her 1 naira monthly allowance. I don't. Why should I give you monthly allowance when you are working? I will give you monthly allowance if you are a sit-at-home mom. I will give you monthly allowance if you are a housewife. But the moment you get up and you are working, you don't need allowance from me. I don't do monthly allowance. Never have. I used to do it with my ex. I used to do it with my ex. I've never. Of course, at the end of the day, waiting at the give taste buds pass monthly allowance. If you sit down and calculate it, because when the need is there. But I don't, she doesn't ask me monthly. Once in a while, I go see say she broke. I feel just took her something. But that there is a monthly levy, no, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I don't give her money monthly. Why? Someone say use your ex. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Then I used to try to be James Bond and do everything, and I never even got appreciation for it. Why am I giving? Am I? Are you working for me? Why am I giving you monthly allowance? So back to the story. So when I couldn't afford, I remember that time we're dealing with madness from exes. We're dealing with madness, as in you have no idea. One of our friends advised us, said, remove the children from all these expensive schools and put them inside army day, 70,000 naira a term. That time, one picking at like 500K. Say, remove all, put them inside 70,000 naira a term school. All of them no go reach that 500K where they pay for one person. My conscience no carry am. But yes, we removed them from those expensive schools. And later we found out that the expensive schools were not even as good as the schools. Because now we actually went to schools that were recommended by educationists. There's one particular school my children attended. Is the best school in Lekki. If what you are looking for is WAEC and JAMB, and education. Nice environment. The woman who runs it, her husband is a pastor. The day we're going to do the test, I thought they would not collect my child. Meanwhile, 2 of my kids went to the school. One day I'll do advert for them. Lovely woman. Anywhere I see her, we go begin gist. It's the best. I can tell you for free. I have 2 students that are testimonies. Both of them cleared their WAEC, one setting, JAMB, one setting, including. So a lot of people don't get this, and that's why I get so upset. One of those kids that went to that school and did her WAEC and JAMB in one sitting went to the most expensive school in this Lagos and left with 2 credits. So this whole idea that expensive school is just nonsense. Every day we're dealing with emotional trouble. The child was going through one emotional Baba, you go school where get small back. Where you want to see who get time to give you emotional trouble? So the idea that you must keep your children in a school of 700,000 naira in its own right is poverty mentality, my opinion. Because why would you not, when you see that you are not earning any money, your husband is not earning any money, so now you are looking at the money that you are supposed to use to treat your husband as how to use it to take care of children, you will sound ridiculous to the public that is raising the money. And let me tell you for free, Mr. Ebufio Bayo, because people don't begin to reduce hand, which I advise against. If you still want to help Mr. Ibu, please help Mr. Ibu. But the family needs to show the world that they are not interested in the money, but they are only interested in their father. If they are only interested in their father's money, I beg you, in the name of God, Ibu's family, let it look like at least you care about him. Even if you care about the money, make you care about them small. This is where I rest my case. I have 705 people watching me on Instagram and about 315 on Facebook, 216 on YouTube and 96 on TikTok. Pop my money guns if you're watching on TikTok. I hope you learned a lesson today. Someone said expensive school and people will still come out with empty brain. You see, they are going to put you on a kind of pressure. And they always talk this thing. No send Peking will get Yaba Tech brain go Harvard because you have the money for Harvard. Send your child to where they... I will never spend money educating a child to go and be a doctor. Then the person will finish medical school and tell me saying one so clot. I can never, because I could don't see him from ground, say this Peking not get any business for this medicine. A lot of you make that mistake. You think that by giving your children expensive education, you are doing them a favor. No. Your children need to understand reality. Your children need reality checks. I'll give you an example, which I do one of my children one day. She woke up in the morning and told me that she wanted to go to school to pick up something, that I should give her Uber, I should call the gate for her so her Uber can come and carry her to school. So I did that. You know what my pikin do? My pikin go school, do wetin she supposed to do for school, come begin they come back inside traffic because she didn't give grandma her food. My mother-in-law was with us that time. So she did not want to wake grandma up. She now went to school against traffic and now started coming back with, just went to drop what she was supposed to drop. I now woke up. Hey, how much is your Uber money? 18,000 naira. That time fuel never go up. I was like, what? Oh yeah, show me the receipt. She can't show me the receipt. I said, how dare you enter Uber and follow traffic at 8 o'clock when it's not that there was any. Said, she didn't want to give grandma food. I said, next time, knock on grandma's door, put her food outside her door on a stool, knock on the door, and tell her food is there. Go to school, 12 o'clock, when the traffic subsides, start to come home. The reason why you can do something this stupid is because I'm the one paying. If now you they work, they earn this money, you know, go spend them like that. So I said, okay, my budget for your going to school and coming back was 13,000. The remaining 5,000, I will deduct it from your allowance. I will not pay for it. Sometimes children need to understand what real life is. One day, one of my kids, that place where they buy ram suya, where the suya cost, that's one of my kids carry money, go buy ram suya. If you see the fight where I fight them, I said the reason why I can go and buy that expensive Lekki suya is because I finished paying your bills. I finished paying the house bills. I finished paying your school fees. I finished paying your health. I finished. You cannot just wake up. You are not contributing anything to the house. You are not contributing anything to your own life. Any small thing, you need pint, you need bread, go send me a bill. Then you want to go and be eating suya where I'm eating suya. Out of the leftover of the allowance I'm paying you, I will not allow it. Or the things in another thing where I change out for them. I say if you were contributing something towards the light, or maybe you woke up one day and said, Daddy, let me be the one taking care of service charge. You are taking care of yourself. Then you can wake up and decide that you want to go and eat in a luxury place. It's not about the food, though. It's about the mind. I will buy you the suya. They buy them the suya, but you cannot buy it for yourself. You have not gotten to that stage in life where you can sit down and take such a decision. You've got to let them know. You've got to teach them. I don't pamper children. Baba, I face reality. When I was 19 years old, I started working on the radio. By the time I was 25, as I was graduating, I had 5 years radio working experience. I came to Cool FM straight. I was employed immediately. I will never buy any of my children Gucci. The reason why I bought Baby Free's business class was because I was traveling with his mother. I can't go and keep him inside economy. I will never carry children on business class. It's complete nonsense. So what are they going to aspire for? If not only you and you get small picking, you don't get choice. You don't want to stay business class, make your picking stay economy. I understand. But you need to let your children understand, because I've noticed one thing: they have no value for anything. They don't understand it. They don't understand the value. It's given. When they work for it, they understand the value. When they work for something, I'll give you an example. Rain go begin fall. There was one day rain was falling. I had a Versace shirt and some of my designer clothes were on the line. And my children ran out and were packing those there 1,500 naira rags where they buy. I call them rags because they were. I came out, I said, you saw my. I was livid. But then I now thought about it. I said, those things now they're valuable to them. The price of that shirt will buy everything else on that line, including the line. But it's of no value to them because they don't know the value. That their own, they understand the value. That's why they were rushing to go and carry their own first. So I said today, I will teach you value. So raising kids, of course, I don't suffer my children, or don't get it wrong. I teach them how to live without me. I will always want to be in their lives, but just in case I'm not in their lives, I don't want them to be over-dependent on anybody. Let them be able to fix things. What I do with my kids is they fix things and they come and give me the bill. Daddy, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. Good. Do it and come and give me the bill. But that you'll not be able to do it. The way I will talk to you, you will not like yourself. You will not like yourself. One of my kids' iPhone went bad. So her friend now borrowed her a touchlight phone. So I was chatting with her the other day. I was upset. What's wrong with your phone? Why did your phone go bad? Blah, 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 blah. So she now explained everything to me. We left it. One day she now sent me a letter. She said she used to be an iPhone babe. Now she's a tonosobe babe. You know what tonosobe is? On light inside soup. I felt very bad. So I just called Obi Wheezy. I said, my daughter is going to come. She's going to come and look at a phone. I want to get her an iPhone. Let her come over and look at it. And she went there, saw the phone she liked, we went back and forth. The moment she was satisfied with what she got, I sent her the money. So, yes. When my daughter turned 21, the most expensive iPhone that was available then, the latest that they could buy, I said, what's your latest phone? Send me the phone. That's your, but you are turning 21. I'm going to give you a gift that will make you feel valuable and important. And you know that I cherish you and I will spend my money on you. But I'm not going to spoil you. So that you will now not be able to stand on your own. You'll be looking for me up and down. If you never see me, not feel walk. If you never see me, things not feel happen. I will never encourage that. So, who wants to quickly say something? Someone say, bought iPhone 7 from Obi Wheezy. The phone last. Obi Wheezy, they try. Obi Wheezy, they try. I just want to bring one or two people to just say something briefly, and then we call it a day. My papa no buy me SIM card, safe. My papa too. My papa too no buy. My papa no. To be very honest, my dad didn't really take care of me. It was my mom that took care of me when I was in school. And my mom did spoil me a little. But because my dad did nothing and my mom did a lot, it now was like a balance. Oh yeah, I just want to hear your opinion on top waiting I don't talk. Pop my money guns if you are watching.
Let it freeze.
Uh-huh. I don't finish you. I don't talk waiting in my mind finish. Make I just hear your own opinion 90. May I feel go sleep.
I said everything what you do for this world, for my eye, they correct.
Anything?
Anything what you do for this world, for my eye, they correct. I agree. I stand.
Okay. Make I
You
even look
can't go
for.
wrong. Oh. Daddy Freeze, your parenting style is beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really beautiful. And you're not the first person I've heard that said that. I have a friend that one time, his kids are studying here, and then when he's coming back with them, he would fly business class and let them fly economy. And he would say the same thing that you you just said. And I think it helps, people to motivate people to aspire,
Yes,
to
now.
work hard for themselves. It don't make people so comfortable. I mean, the basic things, yes, we provided to children. But when it comes to late Mobad's case, you're also right. The news is gradually fading. People are gradually losing interest. And you are so correct because his family is not trying. I listened to the stuff the aunt said, how she kind of tried to talk about Tonto and Co. That where people are chasing clouds and stuff like that with them. And I was like, hey, see people that people are helping. People are going out of their way to, fight justice for. So they are not doing a good job, honestly. So
Hmm.
that's why I said that I agree with everything you said this evening.
Hmm. Hmm.
No
Hmm.
doubt.
What about Mr. Ibu?
Hmm. Mr. Ibu's matter is well with him. Um, Diabetes. I mean, we all know what diabetes can do. It delays healing. Sugar, it delays healing. And of course, I knew from the one that he was gonna get shorthand. I knew from the one. Once it's gotten to that stage, For the family, focusing on money instead of seeing, focusing on the main target, the end, the reason why we even started making contributions. That's up to them. Um, I don't want to sound, harsh, but within anything where man so now go reap.
Hmm.
Now them sabi. They should do the right thing, but they should just focus on the man. I mean, because he's the reason why we even started contributing. He's the reason why we are praying for him to recover and we care. So the money is not meant for anyone else but him. So I don't know why they can't really. If they're unable to manage it, then anyone who is able to outside. Okay, I'm on the phone, honey. Be quiet. Okay. Anyone who is able to, you know, can also stand out and do those things. But the way they are going about it is not the way they're supposed to go about it. When it comes to the wife, I listened to that guy that said, "Oh, the wife this, the wife that." I mean, they also forgot that this is the woman that's been with this man for a number of years. If she and the same thing is applicable to this guy's father. That is, I understand like the man is in. I understand this poverty mentality. The man is focusing more on the property. This there's this thing we normally say, Aaron Barakala. In other words, you don't want to lose in everything, right? The man
At all,
has
now be
been there.
winch.
Yeah, the man has been there for his late son. He was there
Which is
when he
true.
was alive.
Which is
So
true.
I mean, him would also want to fight because he wouldn't want to become Aaron. You understand? Now, son, he's not there. So he wouldn't want to lose in both ways too. So, of course, he would say, person with don't buy, he's not coming back. So if this one, I don't want to win good game, make him step up his game. But whatever works for them is up to them. Human beings are just, when it comes to humans and money, people choose money first.
Which is very sad.
Which is very sad. It's a very sad one. We always choose money first. Look at what money is costing everywhere. Property is costing everywhere. People raise fund, and now people are having issues because of the fund that we have raised on behalf of someone else.
Someone's life. The funds were not raised. The funds were not raised.
And think about it. It's the same money issue that these two people are having. The same money issue. It's a very sad situation. But then, regardless, that shouldn't stop us from not speaking out for them, coming live like this to say talk about it. That the trees must say you are doing a very good job, because if it weren't for you here, some of these conversations would just die. But you bring it up all the time. People still remember that these things are existing, and they've not, we've not forgotten them. We're still interested in their cases. So bless you, God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, everybody. Alexandra, thank you for buying my money guns yesterday. I see you. All of you who came forward, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sama baby, thank you so much. Everybody else, thank you. Make we go sleep. May God help us judge all these matters.
And if someone said he would like to talk to you, that he has questions to ask you one time, I don't know, but I told him if he hasn't got money gone from you, he shouldn't ask you any
Who is
questions.
the person?
And he's willing to buy. So if he's willing to come and pop our money guns, he said he has questions.
Who is the person? Tell me.
His name is he said his name is unknown. I don't know if he's here right now, but maybe one of the days he will pop up and ask the question. He said he has 3 questions to ask you. I don't know what it is he wants to talk about.
Okay. Let him send me a DM. I'll be willing.
Okay. Ciao.
Ashawo na Papa Morrison, I don't catch you. Now here you go collect your rapture. They don't mention you, they come. Your sense no still enter your head. Normally, when I catch people, they troll me. I notice that they go step back because they no one rapture. You still they talk, they go, they no advise you. I don't collect rapture. God bless you, my sister. God bless you, everybody. Thank you. See y'all soon.
Night.
Good night. Happy last day of the month.